Have you ever noticed something strange about human desire? Our desires are often based on our current situation. When we don't have something, we believe that getting it will finally make us satisfied. A poor person thinks money will solve everything. A student thinks success will bring peace. Someone who is lonely believes that relationships will fill the emptiness. But something interesting happens when the situation changes. When life becomes better, our desires do not stop. Instead, they grow even bigger. A person who once dreamed of a small house now wants a bigger one. Someone who wished for a stable income now wants luxury and status. The mind quietly moves the finish line, and when life becomes difficult or we face downfall, desire becomes even stronger. We want more success than before, not just to live well, but to recover what we lost. In both situations, whether we rise or fall, desire keeps pushing us forward. This creates something that many people never notice, an endless cycle of desire. Modern psychology has a concept that explains this. It is called hedonic adaptation. It means that humans quickly adapt to new situations. Something that once felt exciting eventually becomes normal. The happiness fades and the mind starts searching for the next thing. This is why even successful people often keep chasing more. The mind keeps whispering the same promise, just one more thing and then you will be satisfied. But history shows that this promise rarely comes true. Interestingly, ancient scriptures noticed this long before modern psychology existed. The Bible asks a powerful question in Isaiah 55:2. It says, "Why spend money on what is not bread and your labor on what does not satisfy?" This verse challenges us to think deeply. Why do people spend their entire lives working, chasing wealth, status, and possessions, only to discover that these things cannot truly satisfy the soul? The Quran also speaks about this nature of human desire. In Quran 3:14 it says, "Beautified for people is the love of desires, women, children, gold and silver, fine horses, cattle, and cultivated land." That is the enjoyment of worldly life, but with Allah is the best return. The Quran is not denying that these things are attractive. In fact, it clearly says they are beautified for people. Humans are naturally drawn to wealth, relationships, achievements, and success. This attraction is part of our design, but the Quran also reminds us that these things are temporary enjoyments of worldly life. They are not the ultimate purpose of our existence, so the real question is not whether humans have desires. The real question is whether we become slaves to those desires. Desires themselves are not evil. They motivate us to work, to build, and to improve our lives. But when desires control the heart, they can slowly distract us from our deeper purpose. Look around the world. Many people who have everything that society considers success, wealth, fame, influence, still struggle with emptiness. This shows something important. External success does not always create internal peace. Maybe the endless cycle of desire is actually a test to see whether we will spend our lives chasing temporary things or whether we will recognize that the soul needs something deeper than material success. The world constantly tells us that happiness is waiting just beyond the next achievement, but both the Bible and the Quran invite us to reflect on a different truth. Perhaps real success is not about having every desire fulfilled. Perhaps real success is about learning not to become a slave to those desires, because the person who controls their desires becomes free. But the person who follows every desire may spend their entire life chasing satisfaction that never truly arrives.